So if you already didn't know, Troublesome Battlegrounds dropped a new update. This consists of Cars, Kira, Von Stroheim, Old Joseph, and Cream, or Vanilla Ice. And all of these characters are really well made, so I thought I was going to showcase them all. So we're starting with Cars. Now, Cars is a really good combo character. His M1s do 3.5 damage. But yeah, let's go right into it. So we have Brilliant Bone Blade, which is kind of like his Barrage. Does a pretty good amount of damage. You have Swan Dive, which you can basically just press and you jump over to them. You have Triple Revenge. So that's kind of like a combo extender. You have Flashing Strikes, which you kind of like teleport and then you go behind them. You can just finish off a combo. So it's really good. Very good combo character. You have Tempting Light, which is a an evasive, so you teleport behind them, you do 15 damage, and then they get knocked back. And then you have his mode, which is Ultimate Lifeform. Alright, so the first move is Shining Sabers. This is basically an upgrade of his first move. Does a pretty good amount of damage. Lasts a while. Predatory Feathers. This is a range skill. You throw feathers. It does like a small amount of damage, but most of the time only 2 hit. You have Tentacle Bash, where you just smack him with the tentacle for 20 damage. You have Crazed Squirrel. Now, if you played Kira, it's kind of like sheer heart attack. You place him down, and he just follows you and does 5 damage. And then you have Ultimate Hamon, which it does 40 damage, and it's really sick. The guard breaks, I didn't even show the guard breaks for the base, but I'll do that after. So the first move doesn't guard break. Predatory Feathers doesn't guard break. Tentacle Bash does guard break. Crazed Squirrel is probably guardable. Oh yeah, there's Wing Escape, which pretty sure is an evasive. Yeah, it is an evasive. Crazed Squirrel doesn't guard break. And of course Ultimate Hamon's gonna guard break. So if the squirrel does go behind them, it will guard break, and over time, as you can see, it will guard break. Really good kit. Let me show the guard breaks for the base though. So Brilliant Bone Blade, this is obviously not gonna guard break. Swan Dive, that's a guard break, so that's really good. Triple Revenge, not a guard break. Flashing Strikes, no guard break. So his only guard break is Swan Dive, but that's a really good guard break, so I guess I can see it. Let's see, let's do Von Stroheim next. Alright, so the first move is a abdominal. I forgot English today, but this is what it is. It's like a Barrage, kind of like a reskin of Tommy Gun, except it's way faster. It does a really good amount of damage, actually, if you're like right on top of them. You have UV Beam, which is kind of like an insta shoot ray, and it does 10 damage and then it starts burning. You have Hand Projectile, which is like a range skill, does 15 damage. Pretty good. You have UV Soldier or Shoulder Cannons, Jesus Christ. Now this does blind you and it stuns you for a bit, so you can start off a combo with it. You have Fiendlich Grenade, which you kind of like jump up into the air, does 20 damage with a pretty good AoE. And then you have Tirade, which basically is a mode. You have to sit there for like a good 5 seconds, which is kind of bad. But look at his HP right now. Pop it, and he's basically already dead. UV Beam, I'm pretty sure it's the same. 12 damage now. Hand Projectile, 18. UV Soldier or Shoulder Cannons, I'm gonna guess that they last for longer. So his mode, it's kind of good to use. It doesn't like do like any insane changes other than his one, because it doubles the damage on that, so it's really good. But yeah, let's go to the guard dummies. So if you're like right on top of a blocking dummy, I'm gonna guess that yeah, this is gonna guard break, but if you're further away from them, it won't like guaranteed guard break. UV Beam, that's guardable. Hand Projectile, that's a guard break. UV Shoulder Cannons, of course not gonna do anything. And Fiendlich Grenade, that's a guard break too. So yeah, he has some pretty good guard breaks. Let's see, let's move on to Kira though. Alright, Kira Yoshikage. Hold on, let me kill these dudes real quick, or at least, actually no, that's good. So we have Barrage, which is just 0.35. It does a decent amount of damage, maybe about 15 to 20. You have First Bomb, Now this is a two-stage move. So you hit them with the bomb, and you can like M1, 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 and then you can bomb them. Or if you just press 2 on them while you're aiming, it does 20 damage, and they can't block it, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. Sheer dot heart attack is the most annoying move in his kit. So basically this is blockable, but you just place it down, it auto tracks onto like one person, and it just spams the 15 damage move. And if you look at his HP, it just gets shredded. So be sure to know that you can block that. If not, it'll do like 50 damage, maybe even 60, I don't know. Okay, so next we have cleanup, which is like a grab. So you grab them and then you slam them onto the ground, and then it knocks back, and then you have 100 yen coin. Alright, so I want to test something, because Barrage, sheer heart attack, cleanup, and first bomber guardable, but what if you mark them from behind and they're blocking? So yeah, it does guard break if you have a bomb marked onto them, but if you try and hit them with, like, mark them with the bomb while they're guarding, it doesn't work. But yeah, his only guard break is 100 yen coin, so that's the only bad thing about Kira. But that's about it. And look at that stand model, man. That's amazing, especially the face. I don't know why it looks so clean to me, but let's go into mode. Alright, so the mode does look pretty sick, I'll be honest. We have Barrage, which is the same thing, same damage, I'm pretty sure. Let me just kill off these dummies. I'll just show you first bomb here. So you can mark a bomb onto someone like normal, and then you press 2, and it does 25 damage instead of the original 20. You have trace steps, which you can walk around in, and it's a grab and it does 25 damage, pretty cool. You have Stray Cat, which is like a projectile. It does 20 damage, kind of slow. I'm not sure if it auto tracks, I'm gonna be honest, but it does guard break. And then you have Bites the Dust, which like has a really fat radius. If you pop it, people take 20 damage around you, and you do this cutscene. Other people won't see it, so it's only you. But it does a cutscene and it heals you for 33.3 damage. And then his instinctive defenses is a evasive. So yeah, it's a really good character. Probably him and Cars are probably the best ones, especially with their modes. But let's move on to old Joseph. Okay, so you can charge Hormone on this guy, and first move is Overdrive. What the hell? Okay, well, Overdrive didn't work, so I'll just showcase that later. You have Entangle, so that's basically a stun, does 8 damage, and then you can combo with that. By the way, he does 4 M1 damage because he has Hormone. Hermit Purple, which is like a fat AoE in front of you, doesn't knock back, and it can be combined with Hormone. You have Engaging Vine, which is kind of like a gap closer, so you just go up close to him. I don't know why that flung him, but it's not meant to do that. Purple Whip, like a 2 damaging move, does 9 and 8 damage, pretty good. This is probably the worst character like in this thing like they released. It's decent, I guess. It's like meant to be used for combos, but its combos aren't that crazy because his damaging moves do kind of knock back. So he's in a kind of weird state. Same for Vanilla Ice, which we'll show off in a second. But let's move on to his guard breaks. So Hermit Purple, that's blockable. Engaging Vine. I mean, you can't block them being pulled, but of course it's not going to guard break. Purple Whip. The last hit does guard break, so that's pretty good. Entangle. I don't think it stuns them. I don't know why the Hermit Purple is still attracted onto him. That's kind of weird. Okay, anyways, Overdrive, that does guard break. It has a very weird hitbox, as you saw before, but it does 16 damage. So let's move on to the final character, which is Vanilla Ice. Okay, so we have Vanilla Ice here now. Vanilla Ice, he's a pretty good character. It's just he's kind of in a weird state. So first off, you have Chopper Rush, which does a decent amount of damage, I guess you could say. You have Punishment, which is like a grab, which is really good for combos, so because you get that damage off and then you can combo them after. Void Plow is kind of like a projectile. This goes through guard. So as you can see, it does 20 damage, but it does knock back. You have Void Assault, which is kind of like where he goes in the Void Bubble and he just fucking attacks him, which is pretty sick. And then you have Void Control, which isn't evasive, but you can go in the Void Dimension for a little bit. And then you can pop out from behind someone and then like grab them or something. So not bad. Void Escape, I don't get the point of this. It's not an evasive either. You can just go in the realm for a while. So let's check out his guard breaks. So you have Chop Rush. So it's on like the rim of guard breaking. Void Plow, that ignores guard. Void Assault is blockable. Punishment, that's blockable. And of course Void Control and Void Escape aren't blockable, but I will test them out on the test dummies. Okay, so Void Escape, I would guess that it's an evasive, but it isn't. Okay, so Void Control is cancelable, so it's not evasive. So with these two characters, Vanilla Ice and Joseph, they're pretty weak, but that doesn't mean they're bad characters. They're definitely still good. They're just not really good compared to the others, but definitely a very good choice. I would say to buy it if you like, these two characters I just showcased, because they are pretty cool. It's just they're not really comparable to the other characters they added. Like, the other ones are way better, but hey man, suit yourself. But this is the end of the video. If you did like it, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna be doing like all these characters in 1v1 ranks, so be sure to check those out. But I think that's it. Peace.